Hello, and welcome to Gothic Reviews.
Today we are reviewing the dark side of Harry Potter, with some of the unsung and darker characters, and I don't mean evil as in like Death Eaters and such, I just mean darker. Of a darker, more curmudgeonly, mysterious, darker magic nature, who don't have to be all fluffy and whatnot. So, these characters have always interested me, and again I do think they were unsung, even like in the HP shops and stores online. There's not nearly enough paraphernalia of these characters. So we're going to show you our figures that we have. I'm starting with my favorite, well, one of my favorites, not my top favorite, but Kreacher. Of course, everyone knows who Kreacher is, so kind of reminds one of Gollum if one doesn't know Harry Potter. It's kind of funny, and I like Gollum too. So this Kreacher came with a Dobby figure. And I use it actually for a different character because it doesn't look as goofy or silly, but if you want this Kreacher, it's 5 centimeters. A lot of the places online call it 5 inches, and I got really excited and thought I would get a bigger Kreacher figure, and then I saw that they lied and didn't know their measurements or bother to get it right, and it's 5 centimeters. It's very sad when people misrepresent online because they don't bother. So I was disappointed, but it's still bigger than my other Kreacher action figure, so he is, I think this one is from book 5/movie 5, Order of the Phoenix. He's looking more tired and old and beat down than my other figure. His posability is just the arms will move up and down like this. Is that showing, Gomez?
Yes.
And no elbow movement, no leg movement, no waist movement, and no head movement, just the arms. But again, I was just happy to get a slightly bigger Kreacher because my other Kreacher is pretty small. This is the other Kreacher, and he's standing up a little straighter. He came with a serious action figure that I traded to Charlotte/Mama Otter because she likes serious and we don't. Because we're loyal to Kreacher and Regulus and Severus. Now, he has about the same range of motion as his larger self, just the arms will move. And oh wait, the head moves on this one. And these both came from the UK. I had to pay enormous amounts of shipping because of that. Oh wait, sorry. This Kreacher, the bigger one, his waist also moves. So the waist and the arms, just, you have to kind of screw with it. And the other Kreacher, no waist, but the head will turn, and the arms. So you got 2 points, or unless you count the arms as 2 each, and you got 3 on each. And one is significantly taller, and he would be even more if he was straightened up, but that's Kreacher and Kreacher. Will they get along, do you think, since Kreacher is so curmudgeonly with everyone? That would be interesting.
He could be kind to himself.
You think?
With some encouragement.
Any comments about these two versus each other, or?
I just like how realistic they made them, where they are definitely magical creatures, and it's like interesting to see magical creatures in modern life in a sense, and I think that kind of a toy line represents it really well.
I wish they had made more, you know, and I wish that there were more. There's so many Dobby dolls and keychains and everything of Dobby, but not poor Kreacher, who I think is underrated. So, he went through a lot, I think, with Voldemort's abuse and Regulus and whatnot, and, you know, getting about killed in a lake of Inferi for a Horcrux I would definitely call abuse. This is another one of my favorites, Goblin Griphook, because we like goblins and the darker little creatures, and I like Griphook a lot, and I can't believe they killed him in the movie, and he lived in the book. It's like, usually you would think the book would be harsher than the movie, and this is the second time that I've seen the, when they remade, like, even for kids or something, where the movie is harsher. In Watership Down, Blackabar is one of my favorite rabbits, just gets his ears shredded in the book, and in the movie they kill him. So it's like, well, okay. So for those of you who didn't read the books, and you just watched the trifling Harry Potter movies that got worse as they went along, Griphook lives! He is not dead. Hollywood lied. Okay, so he comes with his little cart, and it rolls, and it has little stones in it, like,
yeah, different colors.
Rubies, diamonds, and emeralds, oh my.
Yeah.
Griphook likes his precious, and they're faceted and they're each different shapes, so it's kind of cool. Like, they're like realistic, and they don't come out, they're just made into the cart. And then Griphook has much more posability. His legs move to the point that he can sit except his suit coat kind of gets in the way. And his arms fully move. No knee or elbow articulation, but he has the full arm and leg thing. And then he can always, like, sit in his little cart, kind of. Like, except, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it tips. It's not really good balance. There it goes. But you have to be careful, and if you barely brush it, it tips. But, you know, yeah, you can put him in the cart or stand him up beside it or whatnot. And he was $6 when I originally got him at Walmart from the first movie. I did not have to go to the UK for him. And he doesn't stand up so well by himself because his suit makes him more top heavy. Oh well. I usually just kind of prop him up in his cart, but I love his little face and his pretty, pretty hair and his pointed ears.
And nose, yeah.
Yes.
Every time I look at his card, I'm reminded of the Gringotts ride because it's just so, like, it was all based around it. It's so brilliant.
Yes, that was the one we kept wanting to ride over and over at the park, was the Gringotts roller coaster. That was fun. And the dragon.
Yes.
But Gringotts was fun. I just wish they had more goblin items in Gringotts. Like, you would think since it's their bank, I really had a problem with that. He's probably, I would think, like a 3-inch figure. Let's see, let's put him beside the biggest Kreacher. Kreacher, come to me, yeah. Who is hunched over. See, Griphook's still way chunkier and bigger, even though he's not like fat or anything. It's just the way they did the figures.
Griphook means business.
Yeah, he thinks Kreacher should remember that. They're friends in the game that we ride them in, but sometimes they have little clashes.
As all good friends do.
I write Griphook and Gomez writes Kreacher. So, it's fun. So that is Griphook. I just love him. And these are all usually available online. The Kreachers are harder to find, but they're going to be more expensive now. But, you know, if you want them, that's just what it is. And, you know, so... And this is another one of my favorites. Can we all say it? Wingardium Leviosa. I love Filius Flitwick. He's such a cute little guy. He's supposed to be human. Some of the interviews have JKR saying that he's like part goblin, but she said he's just supposed to be a little man. But I like to write him as having leprechaun blood in his descent, and I give him, you know, because charms and, you know, like Lucky Charms, like, you know, the leprechaun thing. I don't know, he just feels like a little nice, special, magical guy. And so yeah, I write him that way, and he's a character that I write, so I like him a lot. And again, this was way cheaper at first, but I didn't see him at first, so I had to get him a few years later. By the time it jacked up, he was like $35 online, and I don't know how much he is now. But he's made well. He comes off of his books that he's standing on, and his arm lifts. Again, no elbow, but the arms move freely. His legs move like Griphook pretty much, but again, his coat is way in the way if he wants to have a sit down. Let's see, can I sit him on his shelf where it looks like he's Wingardium Leviosa-ing or something? He kind of sits on his shelf.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, and these are the books, and they have a little, like, wheel on the bottom that makes it turn, which I'll show you in a second. But these are all the different books, and I love the fact that the books are all different shapes and, like, kind of just all haphazard, all different kinds of books, because we love books. So it's like, ooh, bookies. And he, let me get him to stand back on the books again. You just push the pegs in to his feet, there. And then the wheel on the bottom just makes him turn, like, come on, lift your wand up for me, Filius. Thank you. These are when the wands were just regular sticks, like in the book, before they made them all fancy in the movie. Is that showing, Gomez?
Yes.
And there he goes, casting his spell. He's so adorable. And let's see, I think he's around Griphook's height. I'm just going to find out. Where did Grippy go? There he goes. Yeah, give or take. Filius is on the books, but let's see. I'm trying to match their feet to each other. Yeah, they're on the same height.
I think Filius might be a little taller, like his head seems
well, he's on his... Let's see. Let's be fair to poor Griphook, guys. Back to back. No, pretty much the same.
Okay.
Let's see. See, I had to put him on the table, but...
Yes.
Want to hold somebody? Do you want to reach out and touch someone while I put Filius on his... Who do we want to hold? Well, if I have to put Filius on the books, it's Griphook. That was not very thought out on my part, but
Well, Griphook is a good partner for hanging out. He's always ready.
I was having battery malfunctions earlier with another thing that we wanted to review that we will review later because, yeah.
I like it that Griphook's attire fits his status as the chief of the Genghis Bank. It sort of showcases it nicely.
He likes that you like.
Yes.
He appreciates appreciation.
He looks all dignified. Poor Filius strives for the same.
It works when he wants to stay. It's hard to get him back on his, the holes don't always, like, want to behave when you want to put him back on them. I think his coat's in the way of that, too, to get his feet exactly lined up right. It's just, like, you think you've got it, but you don't exactly. But anyway, the toys are made really well, and, if you're wondering why I didn't have Severus in the darker side of Harry Potter, because he is my favorite, it's because I had the figure from the first movie, which was my favorite, and then it broke, and I was stupid and thought I could just find another one easily. Yeah. And I didn't bother fixing it, and I should have, and that was a dumb Morticia moment, looking back. I thought, you know, it's going to be more effort to fix it than to just replace it, and I was wrong. But Gomez found me a better one that I think fits more of the book description, because Alan Rickman was, I guess, hot, and Severus was not, if you're going by the book description, and we're like the bookworms, so we do. And Gomez found a figure while we were flea marketing, or they would call it car booting in UK, swap meeting on the West Coast, or wherever you are. And he goes, "Isn't this Severus?" And I looked, and I'm like, no, but I think it suits him more, actually. So we're going to show that in our custom Harry Potter figures, because we've done some customs, Blaise, Millicent, and a couple others. So we're going to just kind of feature him in that one, because I think it's a more suitable Severus. So if anybody's wondering why he was not featured in that, that's why. He'll be here in a video near you, coming probably not soon, but eventually. I have a few outfits I need made for some characters before I show them, and I don't sew, so I have to try to find someone who can do like 6-inch action figure clothes, or if I can find some online, they're already done. I'm going to look. I actually need to kind of do that. So that's the deal with that, and we hope you've enjoyed our darker side of Harry Potter. And we will be showing more Harry Potter videos. If you are new, check out the Harry Potter reviews that we did when we went to Universal. And we did some Harry Potter jewelry that we found online at really neat prices. We will have more of that to come. And Gomez will be doing a Harry Potter DIY tarot. Out of the playing cards, 2 different decks that he did a mix of, so that'll be neat. So we have more to come. There is more in the past. Check it all out. And until next time,
try to enjoy the daylight.